The Bill of Rights is Article 3 of the Philippines Constitution. It creates the individual's relationship with the state and defines the individual's rights by restricting the state's permissible powers. It is one of the Philippines' most significant political successes. As much as anything, the nation of Bill of Rights is primarily a Western creation. For ages, in British, French, and American political philosophy, there has been involved a sense that individual rights must be respected and safeguarded. Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the law. Section 2. The right of people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of any kind and for any purpose shall be innovated, and no search warrant or warrant of arrest shall be issued unless there is a probable cause, which shall be determined personally by the judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant, and any witnesses he may produce is specifically describing the place to be searched and the person to be searched. Section 3. The privacy of communication and correspondence shall be protected unless the court issue a legitimate order or where public safety order necessitates it as provided by the law. Section 4. No legislation shall be made restricting people's right to free speech, expression, or the press, or the right to peacefully assemble and petition the government for redress grievances. Section 5. There should be no law restricting the free practice of religion or establishing a religious establishment. The free exercise and enjoyment of religion, profession, and worship will be permitted in perpetuity without discrimination or favor. For the enjoyment of civil or political rights, no religious test is necessary. Section 6. The right to change one's residence within the bounds of the law shall not be infringed upon unless the court makes legitimate order. The freedom to travel must not be restricted unless it is in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health as authorized by the law. Section 7. The people's right to know about issue of public importance must be respected. The citizen shall have access to official records, documents, and papers related to official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well government research data used as a foundation for policy formulation, subject to any legal constraints. Section 8. People's freedom to organize unions, groups, or societies for non-violent objects, including those employed in the public and private sectors, must not be limited. Section 9. Without reasonable recompense, private property may not be seized for public use. Section 10. There shall be no law affecting contract obligations. Section 11. Due to the poverty, no one shall be denied free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies or sufficient legal help. Section 12. Any individual under investigation for a crime has a right to be notified of his right to stay quiet and to be represented by competent and independent counsel, ideally of his own choosing. Section 13. Except for those accused with action punished by reclusion perpetual where there is solid proof of guilt, all people should be violable by advocate sureties or released on recognizance as may be authorized by the law to prior conviction. Section 14. A person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of the law. Section 15. Except in instant of invasion or revolt when the public safety needs it, the privilege of habeas corpus shall not be suspended. Section 16. Everyone has the right to prompt a resolution of their issue in any judicial or administrative body. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Section 18. No person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspiration. Section 19. Excessive fines are prohibited as a harsh or inhumane punishment. Neither shall the death penalty be used unless the Congress permits for it in the future for serious grounds concerning rape crimes. Section 20. No person shall be imprisoned for debt or non-payment of a full tax. Section 21. No one shall be subjected to punishment twice for the same offense. If an act is punishable by both a statute and an ordinance, conviction, or acquittal, under it will prevent the same conduct from the beginning prosecuted again. Section 22. No ex post facto law or bill of attainder should be enacted.